Hello everyone, welcome to Skyrise Academy. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, do subscribe it to get notifications regarding all the important videos. In this video, we will be discussing about geographical indications. You must have heard these terms quite often now in the newspapers. Before going to geographical indications, let us first see what does an intellectual property actually mean. It is the any property which has been created by intellect, that is the human mind. Example, painting, research, logo, invention, music, etc. Characteristics of IP is it is created by human mind. It is an intangible right over tangible work. It is movable, that is it can be assigned and transferred. See, licenses have been issued under the IP, patent specially. Then owner of IP has absolute and exclusive right over it because he created it and it is a legal right. Now IP is of several types. Some of the major ones are patents, copyright, trademarks, design, plant varieties. Plant varieties, you remember the Lay's company incident? In Gujarat, there was certain variety of potato and that was registered by the company under the plant varieties, but the farmers had the right under the act that they could grow it at their own will. That matter went to the court and there were many legal points towards it. So Plant Varieties Act is that important. It's not some side statute which is not used. And lastly, geographical indications, which we'll be discussing today. All these intellectual properties have their individual statutes. For geographical indications, it is Geographical Indications of Goods, Registration and Protection Act 1999. Now, what does it actually mean? The Act defines it as an indication which identifies the goods. The goods can be either natural, manufactured, or agriculture, as originating or manufactured in the territory of the country or region or any locality in the territory where the given quality or reputation or the other characteristics of such good is essentially attributable to that geographic region. And if the goods are manufactured once, then the activities of either production or of processing or preparation concern takes place in such territory region of locality as the case may be. Right? So the geographical indication covers three kinds of goods, which is natural, manufactured, or agriculture. And the criteria is it should be originating or manufactured in that country, region, or locality. And if it is agricultural goods, then it should be specific to that geographic, like that climate condition, the soil, the weather, the environment itself, and the tradition. And if it is manufactured, then that process should be very famous there, right? And it should be carried out in that region itself. Indication includes any name, geographical or figurative representation. Goods, as we have discussed, it's agriculture, natural, manufactured, handicraft, and includes foodstuff. Examples are Darjeeling tea, that is agriculture good, Kanchivaram silk, manufactured, Banaras silk, then Nasik grapes. Main purpose is to identify the goods as originating from a definite territory to assure its quality. It protects the consumers from deception. If you buy a product and it has a GI tag, it will give it's like genuine. It will classify as a genuine product. And it will also help in exporting those products to the other countries. It also prevents the unauthorized persons from using wrong indications. Recently, several products have been given GI tag by the government. Let's see them. First is the Bangalore Blue grapes. It is mostly used for its juice and wine making. It has received GI tag in 2013 for its specific geographic and indigenous variety, and it has been in news recently because of COVID-19. Because of the lockdown, it was difficult to harvest the grapes, and farmers had incurred huge losses in Karnataka. Jagtel mangoes, they are a variety of mangoes in Telangana and are very popular for their quality, taste, and long shelf life. They have been given GI tag recently. Devanahalli Pelemo is a citrus fruit, and it has been given cultivation push by the Bangalore International Airport Authority under its CSR program. It has received the GI tag for its sweet taste. Now those were the previous editions. The new editions are Chakhao, it's a black rice variety of Manipur, and it takes the longest cooking time of 40 to 45 minutes. It's highly nutritious. You should definitely try it. So here, see, from the prelims point of view, it's very important to know that which products have been given GI tag and which haven't, because they have been asked in the previous years by the commission. And from the mains perspective, you can always mention that it's good to give GI tag to simplify the process and help in the exports of the countries. Gorakhpur terracotta was also given a GI tag. Then there is this mithai from the south, Tamil Nadu. Sorry for my pronunciation. It is Kovilpatti Kadalai mithai. It is a candy made with a mixture of peanuts, jaggery, and some coconut, and it is very nutritious again. Kashmir saffron, we all know that it's very famous and it's globally renowned. It has very health benefits and it's used in cosmetics and for the medicinal purposes also. Quick revision. So here is the list of the products and their locations. You can have a look and revise quickly. That's all for the today's video regarding geographical indications. If you have any query regarding this or any other topic, then you can write us in our comment section, or you can even mail us or visit our website. Thank you.